Labor's $10 billion housing promise, that's something people care about, is expected to pass Parliament this week after the federal government and the Greens agreed on terms. So there's a tip. Anything the Greens agree with is probably likely not a good idea. The government are intending to invest the money and use the returns to build public housing. So the same government that can't deliver you a $275 saving on your power bill says they will deliver 30,000 new homes in just 5 years. Now, to achieve that, they're going to have to build 115 brand new homes every week for the next 5 years. We've gotten hold of expert political analysis Daryl Kerrigan to give us his opinion on the government's chances of achieving this.
Tell him he's dreaming.
Yeah. On top of the 30,000 homes the government says they'll deliver in 5 years, they're hoping private builders will deliver another 1.2 million homes in 5 years. And if you think that's impossible, well, the Master Builders Association think it's impossible as well. They've just said that in the next financial year, they're only expecting a total of 170,000 homes to be built. And part of that is the restrictions that the government themselves have put on builders. The IR laws that the government is putting on the employment of contractors threatens to hamper the pledge to get that many homes built. And on top of that, builders are saying they can't find tradies anyway. And then you've got all of local government approvals, which seem to take forever. You know, there is another way, Liz, for the government to deal with this housing crisis, and perhaps they could think about cutting immigration. Look at this headline from The Telegraph saying that there'll be 700,000 new migrants moving to Australia by the end of next year. If the government dealt with that, they wouldn't have such a huge housing crisis. The thing that's surprising to me about this is that the government don't do with housing what they've done with renewable energy, just get all these homes built in China and shipped over on a boat for us.
We do not want to give China any more business than we currently do. I think the terrifying moral to this story is that our parliament, its current makeup, can be held to ransom. The government can be held to ransom by the whims of the Greens and their allies. And that is saying something, because if they could have, they would have rammed this through months ago. They've been trying very hard. The Greens have been sniggering away saying, we will not relent until we get what we want. And here we have a very happy Adam Bandt. Like, how many times can this work over the term of this government? But what really stands out to me is these 170,000 homes. That's the slump. This financial year, that's as many as that's going to be built. Yeah. But they knew that. This has been a downward trajectory for a very long time. This slump isn't new. And instead of addressing the issues which are causing such a slump, it's not that people don't need homes, it's not that they don't want to build. They've now got ridiculous laws like, oh, you've got to have double glazing, and because climate change is coming.
No gas.
Exactly, no gas, all these different restrictions. If you want to build a home, it's a heck of a hard time.
I mean, and then you've got, I mean, if you want to change the Constitution, it's one document. If you want to employ a tradie, it's about 100 pages you've got to go through to, you know...
Yeah, we've got the building companies going under. Rather than address all these issues, they're just like, bam, a pile of state housing.
You speak of the tradies, right? It's all of this is window dressing. I mean, the government is well aware that none of this is going to be pulled off within the dates and terms that they have given to us. And one of the reasons for that, amongst many others, is we don't have enough tradies in this country. We're not training them up as apprentices. We force all these kids through university. We don't tell them they can go and become a chippy or a sparky or whatever. We don't have technical schools, technical high schools anymore. It's, oh, you must go and get a journalism degree or a Bachelor of the Arts, BA, a bugger all as it's known. They come out the other side with nothing to show for it, no money in their bank account, and meanwhile we're going, oh, we don't have anyone to build the houses. I wonder why that is.
Incredible. Bring back the glory days of TAFE. That's what we need to see.
Hear, hear.